muscles. Release them. Go into the throat. Give me a deep breath, inhaling and exhaling, letting it go. So I'm just going to move any excess stuff that may have been caught, whether that is in your thoughts, which is stress, in your feelings, which may have felt repressed, like you couldn't just let them come out, in your voice, where you feel like you can't say what you want to say. I'm going to remove all of that so that you can go to sleep without the need to overthink or the need to bring anything else into the moment except for relaxation of you. So let me come back to the energy. How is it feeling? You can use the comment section to share how you're feeling. How is it feeling? Now I'm going to begin to read messages for the collective. As you know, collective messages are things we're all experiencing. We all have our own individual paths and very particular things that we experience on an individual level. So collective messages are what we are experiencing as a whole. So as I read over the energy, I'll tell you what comes up. So a word came up, fear, but that's really not that important. Visually, what came up was it looked like clouds on a sunset, but almost like the smoke of like a factory of something. That the clouds, when you take a step back and you look at the smoke, it looks like almost like a sunset. And the way that I'm interpreting that message is, regardless of what's happening in your life, the way you perceive it is really what brings value to it. So if you're looking at something with an optimistic lens, that's what you'll see. If you're looking at something with a pessimistic lens, that's what you'll see. But it's even deeper than that. It's not just optimism and pessimism. It's saying there is beauty in everything. So in every moment when you feel sad or uncomfortable or facing fear, things like that, that it is an opportunity to find the beauty in each moment. The beauty in destruction, the beauty in creation, the beauty in stagnation, the beauty in fear. And so I think the focus here is fear. So if there's anything that's coming up for you that is fearful in your life, or even irrational fear, find the beauty in it. Instead of trying to chase, not being able to sit in the feeling, accept the feeling, and find the beauty in it. Allow the soul to be an artist in this moment, painting a beautiful picture. So I'm going to go back in and continue to work your energy now throughout your shoulders, your front, we're also going to soothe the energy so that you don't have to keep it on at all times and relax. So just take a couple moments. I'm going to be sending you just some relaxing energy, connecting with yourself here, breathing in and exhaling, releasing and letting go, feeling the energy flow from the neck all the way down the chest to the lower limbs, to the feet and out, even through the arms. And let's just remove any negative energy from the body, anything that is throwing it off balance. As you all know, I teach, and so I try hard not to look at things just in a blanketed term of positive and negative, and more of the fact that just energy is energy and it's vibrational. So we're recalibrating you to the correct vibration that you need to be in, which is different for everyone. You know, someone's trash is another person's treasure. Your frequency may not be another person's frequency. Also a reminder, do not bend your frequency to someone else, and do not require someone else to bend to yours. We can all beautifully coexist in this space. So now working on the body, relaxing the shoulders here energetically, and removing that tough day, any expectations that we may put on ourselves that are no longer serving us, and release this moment. Find peace and sweetness in who we are, and find love and balance in the beauty that we create, in the moments that we share with ourselves and others. You are beautifully connected. You are divine. This is the moment where you shine. So breathe in and tap into those resources that you feel within yourself. Even see yourself connected to your energetic helpers, your archangels, ancestors, animal symbolism, your guides, whatever that is important to you. See yourself being surrounded by this energy and accepting it as it fills you up, receiving messages or just helping you to heal. If there's any particular areas you want to focus on, whether it is emotional healing, mental healing, energetic healing, physical healing, spiritual healing, whatever you're looking to heal, it's probably going to be a combination because everything touches each other. Let's go to those areas and let's allow the energy to flow in a way that it is filling it up and it is flushing and cleansing it out, okay? So just opening yourself up, opening your heart up, opening that space up, sending that energy in, releasing and letting it go. Now at this point, feel yourself go deeper and deeper into the sleep. You can do this as you sleep. There is no need to have to be up or be about. Just relax into this, filling it all the way to the toes, back up, wrapping just going to rock the energy back and forth. I'm not going to do anything else except rocking this energy. Allowing you to find calm, allowing you to find stillness, allowing you to find balance, patience, clarity, and understanding. Bringing this energy here and allowing it to form in the way that it needs to. You can see your dreams more clearly. You can access that information. You can surrender to all that is in front of you, happening on your behalf and for your greatest good. And you can go to sleep. 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 To sleep. To sleep. To sleep. To sleep. To sleep. Rest in the moment and go to sleep. Okay, babies, take a deep breath in. Exhale. Just let it go, okay? May I touch you? Okay. Just relax. Okay, relax. I'm just gonna place my hand right there on your third eye, okay? And just breathe through it. Dear universe, and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest intention and validate information from our highest self only. Please release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, and religions and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. So I'm going to go with the Reiki symbols. My sweet little babies, just to get us started. Okay, so sweetness, just breathe in and out and relax into this moment. Feel free to drift to sleep, drift to slumber, and relax. Or you can channel or go into a trance session here and breathe through this, okay? And relax. Be sweet to yourselves, babies. Be kind, be loving. Give yourself all this beautiful energy. Okay? And shower yourself in this beautiful gift of love, compassion, forgiveness, kisses, all that sweet stuff. And just relax in the moment. Now you know I'm paid in smiles and YouTube ad revenue. Y'all know I'm gonna be cheesy. I just do things to make you laugh, because when we do this work, the more that we're just relaxed. Let's just be relaxed, okay? So just breathe through this and just be yourself. So clearing away past pain and giving you a fresh start in relationships, in love, in connection. You deserve the love you are looking for. You deserve the beautiful peace and space that you need to develop yourself in a romantic and in a self-love way. You deserve all of these things. So let's just recalibrate your energy your life force energy. And for you to fill yourself up with this beautiful energy surrounding you that is love and compassion. So let's just realign your energy, because it's like, so let's bring it back in, okay? Sweetness, we're just gonna bring this back into line, because sometimes when our energy is spread out too wide, we're all over the place. Let's just bring it in and just narrow it. We want laser focus on our understanding of this. So I'm gonna go in and do some past work, relieving any pain that is surrounding partnership, or those that have hurt you in the past, or if you have hurt others in the past. So going in and releasing the need to hold on to any pain that still lingers from the past. Letting go of the memory that no longer serves you, keeping the wisdom, of course, and release it onto its evolutionary path. And let it be, let it go. 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 Focusing on your energy, focusing on your vibrational frequency, so that you are elevating yourself to a level to be able to receive the type of love and support you need, and the level of maturity that's needed to receive it as well. So working through this energy, flowing in various directions and working it through. I'm going to check to see if there's any messages that come across. They are collective messages, one that we can all resonate with. And so they're very much so high level messages. So sometimes they're just one word or a feeling or sensation, but something that we can all, as a collective that are tuning into the session, can benefit from. So I'm going to be quiet for a couple moments, but I'm still going to be here with you. And I'm just going to see if there's any messages that come across during the session, okay? So just breathing in here, relaxing. Okay. So it's actually a very cute message. It is like a cloud with you lying on the cloud, and the cloud is almost like your bed, and you're just, and the way I would interpret the way that it's coming across is you're looking for comfort right now. There's a lot of things that have taken you out of your comfort zone, and you're just looking for comfort at the bare minimum. Something that feels like home, something that will finally let you just put your bags down and relax. And so let's work on that during this session. It was so cute. You were so cute in those clouds. It's like, oh my gosh, that's so freaking precious. So let's just move this energy through and just work through layers, letting go one at a time, releasing and unzipping ourselves to the next part of us. It's like Shrek, the onion with layers. So let's just move it through and work through this energy. And I'm just going to slightly remove any lower vibrational experiences that no longer resonate with you in this moment. And I'll just help you do this as you release it yourself. Breathing through the space where you can find yourself again, and you can realign yourself with the love that you deserve, with the love that brings you smiles, with the love that brings you kisses, with the love that brings you comfort, figure out if the love is right for you. Does it bring you comfort? Does it make you feel like a cloud, taking a nap with a cloud blanket on top of you? A fluffy pillow, and you could sleep for hours. Have you ever had like a snow day and you don't have to get up and go to school, and it's just so cozy because it's cold outside but it's warm in the bed, and you don't have to do anything except just lie there, and it's like the day has so much potential. That's what love should feel like. That there's so much potential. That it's comfy like a snow day. And that it's relaxing and peaceful. Okay, I'm starting to feel your shift now. And I feel pretty good about that. Just breathe through this. Okay, so what else? Okay, now, as I work with your aura, I'm gonna go ahead and say love takes time. It takes patience. The love that takes the most time is always the best love, the love that stays the longest. The love that you didn't even realize was growing for so long, so that it can stay where it is. And love is also multifaceted, okay? People are gonna come into your life in, different durations, and they're gonna leave whenever they're or you are ready for this energy to separate, and that's okay. Love doesn't have to be permanent forever. You're going to love a lot of people, and a lot of people are going to love you, and that is okay. And then you'll have a couple people that you'll go the course with, and that is okay. Just remember that the love you receive is always a reflection of the love within you. So any changes that you want to make externally have to come from internal shifts, and that takes times. It can take months, it can take years, but you're worth it. You're worth this shift and this change, and for the right energy to enter into your life, and for you to be able to surrender to that energy, and that energy to surrender to you, okay? Breathing through this moment, relaxing into this energy, finding the greatest amount of balance with yourself. And so now I'm just going to use some hand positions just to relax you. We've done all we needed to do. And let's just relax your energy at this moment. Sweetness. And just relax into yourself, into your body, into your energy, into your connection, brings you comfort, and find that comfort. Understand that discomfort plays a role in the experience of the universe, but it is not to punish, only to point out, only for reflection. We're going to learn in different ways. So, take what you need and leave what you don't. Find the space to relax in yourself. Let go of anything that is no longer serving you, and connect with your deepest understanding of the beautiful energy that surrounds you. You are love. You are light. And you are courage. All things for the highest vibrational good. Continue to breathe. 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 And relax into this feeling. Okay. Do I have your permission to touch you? Okay. Take a deep breath. Dear universe and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest intentions and validate information from our highest self only. Please release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Okay, so starting with some Reiki symbols. Just getting you balanced. Breathe a couple times for me here. Just move through the energy. Okay, so I'm breathing in and out here. So I'm going to just create some space within you as we work through what comes up. So, if there's ever a moment where you question your desirability, in whatever area of your life, that's your business, baby. But if you ever question your desirability, you should know, sweetheart, that you have options. Whoosh. You do not have to stay in a dead-end job just because it's in front of your face. You don't have to stay in a dead-end relationship just because it's all you know. You do not have to maintain the same dynamics you have with family and friends just because that's what you're used to. Baby, you got options, and there's some times where during the process of shedding the old and growing into the new, there's just times of solitude. So do not perceive solitude as something that is a reflection of not being desirable. It is just simply the transitional period between what was and what will become. So breathe through here. I'm just smoothing over the energy and balancing it. You've learned a lot. You've learned a lot in a very quick time. And just be at ease with the information, okay? Relax and balance it. Release and let go of any preconceived notions, or honestly any habits or thoughts or beliefs that no longer serve you. When you're ready to move on from love patterns with people, it is very difficult because you have an internal norm of how things typically happen, break that, it just feels like very vulnerable. But we talked about before that vulnerability is the place of healing. Gratitude is the place of manifesting. Vulnerability is the place of healing. So those who are doing shadow work and those who are doing light work is manifesting. Put yourself in a state of gratitude. Shadow work is that deep healing. Put yourself in a space of vulnerability. That means changing your routine, changing your habits, and changing your approach to things. That is how you jumpstart those paths. And of course, sometimes we do a bit of both at the same time, okay? So let's relax here. And I'm going to give you an opportunity to see who you truly are on the inside. I want you to separate yourself from the feeling that you're experiencing now in life and what you've always thought and known. And I want you to see yourself on a soul level when it comes to love. So let's go ahead and open you up here and just shifting the chakras as if it was kind of like parting a sea. Shifting them, just breathing in and out. And just allow this beautiful air, clear, clean air to flow in between the chakras. Breathing in and out. And go to the bottom of the floor, whatever is the end to your start, your foundation, who you truly are. And once you're there, I want you to see your fertile soil. And what I mean by that is when we remove all the layers that is our life and get to the core of what we are, we can't be anything except for impressed. We just can't be. We can't be anything except for impressed. How dare you go out into this world and not see the miracle that is you each and every day, And that patience is a superhuman gift. Baby, if you can master patience, there's nothing that you won't be able to get. You're gonna get it. But understanding that things take time to move. Energetically speaking, we have shifts on the inside, and it takes a while for that energy to materialize into the physical. So just because we change on the inside doesn't mean the outside instantly reflects it. And also people see that in you when they watch you shift and they watch you grow and they watch you change. The things that are going on the inside aren't immediately reflected on the outside, but watch how your outside starts to change. Then later on someone can say, oh, I see it now. I see what you were going through. I see what was happening on the inside. And you model to people the type of balance that can be there. So just doing a little bit of calibrating of your energy. Just relaxing into this. Just finding peace in this space with yourself. Honestly, the time you have to yourself is one of the most precious times a person can have. And it's not about loneliness. It's not about isolation. It is simply falling deeply and madly in love with yourself, because you model to people how to treat you. And if you aren't deeply and madly in love with yourself, then you cannot model to someone how to treat you. It's just like when you love someone, they're your significant other, or they are your, family member, your child or something. Somebody says something bad to them or bad about them or tries to do something to hurt them. What do? You boss up. You're like, oh, you got the wrong one today. But do you have that same level of energy and approach for yourself? Do you put up with certain things? It's okay. It's normal. Don't wait for someone to bring you the same level of love, understanding, and protection that you give to others. You have to wait for someone or people around you to give you the same level of love, energy, and protection that you give to yourself. yourself on the other side of that too, that you are requiring people to treat you at the level that you want to be treated. You cannot assume that others are, vibrating at your same frequency or have lived your same life experiences or want the same things that you want. But baby, rest assured that as you cleanse and clear out, you got options. You can go anywhere with time and patience. You can make anything happen. You can make any kind of connections. You have all these options, so we're going to work on removing any of our blinders to not be able to see that, and just smoothing it through the energy. Just anything that makes you forget the miracle that is you, or the infinite connections you have, even energetically, because you can be kind of minding your own business right now, but always be connected energetically to so many people. And also, I would encourage you to have relationships and interactions with others on multiple levels. So sometimes it's just professional, other times it's you have people that hold you accountable, so accountability buddies. Sometimes it's friendship, and sometimes it's those friends you go out and you have a good time with. Sometimes it's the friends that you feel close to, and you can share a lot with yourself. Even with romance, being able to put people at the space they should be in, at the appropriate time. The longer that you get to know somebody, the more they'll naturally become closer to you. But just let them stay where they're at. There is a beauty in the freedom that love provides, that people are in your space, and this is all love. People are in your space because they want to be there, not because they feel like they have to be there. And that's those old ways of thinking that needs to be cut off. If you have to worry about your friends not wanting to be your friends, if you're not constantly with them, or your significant other doesn't want to be your significant other, if you're not constantly with them, or people are going to treat you different. Now, work is different. If you don't come to work, you will get fired. But also understanding that even the work dynamics of, hey, if you don't come do these things with us, then we're not going to let you be a part of this project or that project. And you have so much more going on. You should really enjoy the people around you. So let's just take a moment here to see and to acknowledge all of the people in your life that are wonderful to be around, and how they reflect how you treat yourself. And that is what's going to help you bridge some gaps. Just breathing in here and just working through this energy. So by this time, maybe you're a little bit sleepy, and that's completely okay too. But relax. Take your time. Go as slow as possible. Literally take your time. Take your time, take your time, take your time, and go as slow as possible. Take a couple days off from stuff, Love ain't doing right, take some days off. Work, take some days off. Family, definitely take some days off. You might want to take a couple months off there, Or even your own individual things. Take some days off. Slow down. Because, baby, you got options regardless of what you do. And you're so lovely to be around, and your energy is so great. And you have to require people to acknowledge who you really are and the energy you really have, not their projection of who you are. And also on the reverse, when you meet others and you have those different connections with them, see them for who they are, not your projection of who you want to be or who you you are and how you are and how you live is a beautiful, beautiful reflection of who you are at the deepest parts of you. And breathe that through. Give that life. Give that energy. Give that balance. Give that peace. And see yourself for who you are. Okay. May I touch you? Okay. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Dear Mother, Father, God, and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest intentions and validate information from our highest self only. Please release what needs to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I Am. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. And of course, God can be universe, source, or whatever it is you believe in. I don't tell you what to believe in. I just hold a space for you to believe in whatever it is you want to believe in. So let's just go ahead and relax into this. And it's time to think about some things that you have done that you're very proud of. So just working with the energy around you. If you feel comfortable doing so, you can sit upright, you can lay back, and just be in a comfortable position. Hands up, a gesture of receiving, or hands down. You're like, look, I got too much shit going on in my life anyway. And I just need to mellow out. Whatever it is for you, that's okay. And breathing into this moment, receiving that energy, just filtering into your body, cleansing away, removing anything that has been coming up and irritating you and just taking up space. Remember, we talked about that when things come up in your life, it is not because you're doing something wrong or that you have to try to fix it so you don't feel uncomfortable. In fact, it's not that at all. It's just giving us the opportunity to look at some areas of our life that need improvement. And it's going to feel uncomfortable for a certain amount of time. But don't look to try to quickly not feel it. Instead, just pay attention and start to make gradual changes. And that's really the best way to approach it. Okay. Now, we're going to go into a channeling state. And what I want you to do is just relax. Feel a connection, almost like a cord or tether, or maybe something better would be just a beautiful energetic rope. Feel this energetic rope connected to you and your highest self. See this energetic cord and start to hover above your body. So we're going to do it in 3 breaths. 1. Exhale. You're still safe. You're still connected to you. 2. You got that. And 3. Pulling and separating. Now, looking at yourself, looking at your life from the macro view. Seeing everything. And when you take a step back, things seem simple. It's like when you go into a field and you look up at all the stars and you think you have all of these personal problems. You really don't. There are these big balls of energy in the sky that may have or may have not burned out billions of years ago. And yet we are just one little ant on one little planet, just milling about. You know, our lifespan is like that. So whenever you feel like yourself. Start to notice all the things that you are doing right, all the things that you show up for, and that you connect your energy to, and that you give, and that others are so appreciative of. All of that energy, all of that intention, all of that essence that is you. And start to smile. Now, if you'd like to take it to another level, you can look across lifetimes, so different lifetimes in which your soul has incarnated into, and start to see themes. Start to notice certain things that may be a pattern across, and just breathe into that. No judgment, no confusion. Just allow it to be. Receiving these messages. Are there any particular themes that your soul continues to pop up with? Feel free to share that in the comment section. And just move the energy through. And it doesn't have to be linear. It doesn't even have to make sense. Just flow with the energy. Flow with the energy. And surrender to your own path. Now I want you to see this life play out to the fullest. And if you want to, you can even see beyond into the next. What do you notice? What were those great triumphs in this life? And how can you continue to celebrate those moments? See how your next life will be, breathing in and out into this space, and how every incarnation of you is building and maturing your soul to bring you back to that unconditional love that you came from. You're constantly finding your way back by evolving through these life lessons from this life school. But ultimately, you will always return back to the unconditional love that you came from, with a greater sense of awareness and appreciation for all that is living, and the multifaceted experience of energy as it incarnates in different forms. So, looking at all of these things, feel free to ask yourself questions, even questions that may apply to this life. How do I do this? How do I do that? How do I let go of stress? How do I release this? How do I find the direction that I'm looking for? How do I surrender to a purpose and a path that makes good sense to me? And you can also just watch your life too. That's one way, observation, to see all that you have come from and all that you are going. Take a couple moments. And breathing into this. Surrender. Let it go. Removing any distractions, any doubt, any thoughts or beliefs that no longer serve you or limiting you or just preventing your soul from evolving. And also taking the judgment away. Problems may seem so grand in the moment, but when the soul steps back and looks, it notices that it's just a drop in the bucket. Don't focus on it. See this big picture and connect with that. Now, allowing the body to continue to hover, I want you to bring it back into the physical. And as you are breathing into this physical experience, I want you to connect with something that you have done I showed up for myself. Whatever it is for you, it is time to celebrate you and to focus on you. As we talked about yesterday, finding our internal balance and focusing on you. Again, it does not matter what is going on outside of you. The only thing that matters is what's going on inside of you. That you are balanced and focused in your heart and that you show up for yourself. You're going to have emotions, that's normal. You're going to have thoughts, that's normal. But at the end of the day, as long as you just put one foot in front of the other, or even don't even think about it like that, one physical foot, one energetic foot in front of the other, as long as you keep on going forward, you will find what you are looking for. And there will be a space for you wherever you go and wherever you grow into. Never be afraid to show up for yourself. Never be afraid to question how you used to think. Never be afraid to question what others have thought of you. Just let it go. Never be afraid to question how others have thought about you. Just let it go. Let it grow. Let it be. And let yourself be free, okay? No judgment. No dismissal. No confusion. Connecting with your heart and whatever your truest desires are for yourself, and giving yourself the permission going into the soul of this life, the actual physical experience, and giving yourself the permission to allow whatever you want to happen, to come through, and to come true, and surrender to that path. You are so deserving of the experience. You are so lovely, and all that you feel connected to and feel worthy of it is worthy of your time. You don't have to wait for someone to celebrate you. You don't have to wait for permission from other people. All you gotta do is just show up for yourself and to be patient with yourself. Surrender and release and let go. 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 Surrender and release and let go, let go, let go of anything that is holding you back or preventing you from seeing how beautiful you are. Accept your greatness. Accept your ability to show up and to be enough. Accept your strength and never be afraid of changing. Change into the person that you need to be in order to still grow and glow up. You are deserving of the Sounds like a plan. Just placing my hand here on the third eye. Breathe in. Exhale. Release. Let go. Continue to repeat this, taking time in this moment. Dear universe, and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest intentions and validate information from our highest self only. Please release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. And relax. So just going to be looking over your energy. Just taking a moment to understand what's been coming up. Especially any pain that has to come up from love or our deep, intimate connections with others. Sometimes romantic, sometimes family, sometimes platonic, sometimes business. You know, all kinds of stuff be popping up. Let's just go in here. Just take a couple moments in this energy and in this moment, just breathing in. And if you're feeling any discomfort, choose to take any movement that you need to get you more comfortable. But if it's an internal discomfort, we're going to just explore that. So take that feeling, whatever it is. You don't harness it. And by harnessing it, you can just take whatever the feeling it is and just kind of like start to localize it into like a little ball inside of you. And when you get it into this little ball, I want you to look at it and see what it's telling you. And start to pay attention to what it's telling you versus what you're experiencing when you interact with it. So you have to separate yourself from it. What is it trying to tell you in this life? What wisdom is trying to come across? What are you repeating over and over again, baby? It's always something that we just like, we passed it and then we just want to keep on doing it over and over again. What do you need to let go? What part of you is growing and has outgrown a situation, circumstance, environment? Just see it. Now start to see the different examples, not feel. I'm not saying to feel, I'm saying to see the different examples of the times that this pain has come up into your life. Run the whole scenario, almost like you're reading a good drama. Because baby, if it's pain, it's gonna be with the drama. So look over that and see. And start to bridge these commonalities together. What have you been learning through these different occurrences? And what do they tell you? What does it tell you about yourself? About who you are and who you're supposed to be in this life? feels like a warm hug, or a good meal, or a relaxing trip. And it doesn't require much just for you to be in this space. And love is freedom. That means you don't have to hold on to it for it to be in your life. It just is. And that's really scary to know that the authentic love you're looking for in romance and business and partners and family doesn't require you to hold on so tightly, to be so enmeshed or entangled in things. To just simply be able to be in this moment. To no longer have to work so hard. And sometimes that requires some patience as you remove. So I'm going to start to take this energy out. As you remove people and situations and circumstances in your life that no longer serve you, there's going to be some time with just you, yourself, and you. You, yourself, and yours. And that is worth it. It's going to come with a lot of peace. Like literally, like straight up peace of mind. And that's okay. It's new. Don't measure it by what others think you should do, or what you think society wants you to do, or your perception of what you think others think you should do. Just live and model to yourself what this authentic love looks like with yourself first, okay? And show yourself that through the pain, you've learned something truly deep. That your soul has shifted and changed its vibrational frequency to something else in a different direction. So I'm just gonna work with the aura and just move the energy along. It's like nothing to see here. Come on. And I'm not gonna push you into an uncomfortable area. I'm just gonna push you in the direction of your own true self-love. And also use this moment to take inventory of all of those people in your life that love you in a healthy way. They should be celebrated too. See what true support feels like. That love isn't this addictive thing with the highs and the lows. That it's simply patient. It simply takes its time. It's not gonna go anywhere. It's gonna be there for you. Breathing into this space. Now, when you pulled out that pain, it leaves space, and your body is in a routine. So, in order to prevent yourself from just going back to the same vibrational frequency, you have to fill it up with something else. And that's going to be a different kind of discomfort. You're letting go of the pain, and you're putting in it the discomfort of relearning you, of doing things and living at a bigger space, being uncomfortable, learning something new about yourself and the energy around you. You want that discomfort. You don't want the discomfort that people just acting crazy around you and just putting you in fucked up situations. You don't want that. You want the balance of you. You finally put 100% into yourself, and now you're going after this big thing, and it feels scary. That's the discomfort you want. You don't want that other kind of discomfort. So have that with yourself in these moments and breathe through it. Remind yourself of who you are, where you come from, and where you're going, and how it's all just one big joke anyway. The universe will laugh at our expense until we get to the other side and we can laugh with the universe. universe, you feel me? Or maybe we're all just laughing, right? At ourselves, of course. Can't laugh at your own jokes, baby. Sweetness, just relax into yourself. Relax. Breathing into this space. Breathing into this life that you're building for yourself. Breathing into this new freedom. Let me tell you something. When you have stopped spending all your time worried about other people's stuff, you then have your own freedom to do whatever you want to. Them dreams you've had, now you got the space to do it because you're minding your own business. Trying something new. Just kind of doing the wild card thing and just being like, whatever. It's whatever. I'm for whatever. Now you have that time. If you're just looking for a personal time for yourself, now you have that time. You better be grateful that the love, pain of being able to let things go has happened. So now you on the other side. That's a wonderful place to be. It's the better place to be. And the reality that you can never go back to who you were, and you shouldn't. It's much more fun over here. But just like when you look back at your life a couple years ago, decades ago, you're a very different person. This has been that shift within you that allows you to be a new person, okay? So breathing through this energy, breathing through this moment, breathing through all of this, and letting it go, and letting yourself grow. I want you to take a moment to realign and reconnect with yourself. I want you to take a moment to make yourself uncomfortable for your own progress and your own healing, rather than your stagnancy. One of them words is right. Allow yourself to just let go and surrender. And I think that's the scariest thing of all. When you truly surrender to the universe and you're just like, whatever you got, I'm gonna go for it. I'm for it. And the universe brings you all kinds of lessons and messages. But most importantly, the universe gives you freedom, and freedom feels different. Sometimes it's happiness, sometimes it's pain, sometimes it's joy, sometimes it's boredom. Freedom is different. But enjoy the miracle of just being alive, and take it one day at a time, okay? If you get anything from what I just spent this whole time talking about, just take it one day at a time, okay? First of all, I want to make sure you're okay. I want to check in with you. How has the year been going? Let's just start by just looking at it from the big view, from January. If January could have a feeling, what would it be? February, March, April, May, June, second to see things fully and truly as they are, were, will be. You may notice that things have drastically shifted, as if your whole plane of existence is in a new trajectory, has been transformed. So you have to let go of some things, maybe that you weren't prepared to let go. But also, and more importantly, you have to start to embrace some things that are surprisingly wonderful and that you also didn't expect. This is your second chance. This time, I'm gonna get it right. The universe has recalibrated things for you, for your highest good, and you get to do it again. So please don't stay stuck in the energetic flow of a previous lifetime's experience, because now you're on a new shift. And also, how lucky are you? Things like this typically don't happen until we transition on and incarnate into a new experience. But here it is in your life. There's been a shift while you're still living in this present life. So don't hold on to how things used to be. Accept where they are going, even if you don't have the answers, even if it's new and unfamiliar. Also, as you are developing yourself, it is okay to start to have new characteristics, new habits, new ways, even if you don't have the routine yet or you haven't tried it out. Just start. All you need is your intention and your initiation. Sometimes you gotta give things time in life for it to root in and we start to feel it in our body. But before then, the way that the universe works is lightness, both in higher vibrational energy and frequency and the light that we share, but also light. You're more likely to manifest and get things when you ask for what you want and you surrender, rather than gripping and holding on and trying to force things and micromanage things. So right now, as you are starting on your second path, your second chance, you're being given the opportunity to get whatever it is you want. I know you can feel that. You can have whatever it is that you want, as long as you are light with it. The old ways are that you gotta be super hard. But this path is just light to the touch, and accepting that you have transformed into your next stage, that you are the butterfly, and that this is your time. Okay. So let's begin to move through this energy. I'm going to go ahead and say a prayer. It is not a religious prayer. It is a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and bring us together as a collective. And because consent matters, do I have your permission to say a prayer? Okay. May I touch you? Okay. So I'm going to just place my hand here. I want you to breathe a couple of times. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. Breathe in, collecting that energy. Dear universe, and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest intentions and validate information from our highest self only. Please release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am. Ashe. 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 Okay. And let your energy, your Ashe, your Chi flow through the body, feeling this new wave of your life. And some of you all will receive visions of it. And that is a beautiful exploration as well. Live in the moment of where this trajectory is taking you. Because over the past year and a half, we've been talking about really fully grasp that energy of walking that path freely without interruptions and aligning your energy. So typically we work with the chakra system for our energetic system. Right now I'm just going to align your energy, your intention as it flows through your body, so that each breath, each intention here sets the expectation of this new path you're on, these second chances, and that you flow freely. So if you happen to be asleep, channeling, trance session, allow the energy to just flow through you, rebalanced and recalibrated for your highest vibrational good and your highest frequency, and moving the energy through. I want you to see your life in the next 5 to 10 years. Just get glimpses, accept them as they are. See how different your life was in comparison to 5 to 10 years behind you. See how this soul, this physical body grows drastically, and how it is up to you to accept your new calling, your new path. You always have support. You are never alone. You have our physical, energetic community, but even when you're by yourself, you're never really not loved or not supported or not given unconditional energy. The universe, God, source, whatever you want to call it, that's your business, what you want to call it out here. I tell you all the time, it is not my job to tell you what to think, but simply just to hold a collective space where we coexist. Receive that energy flowing within you. Surrender to it. We all have our idea of what we think is out here. What is the mystery? What is the divine? What are these areas of our life that don't really have rhyme or reason, but yet you still have to move forward? And some cling to whatever they cling to. There's nothing wrong with that. Being able to accept that whatever path you want to go on is the perfect path for you, and to have faith in that path, even if the path changes. Even if you look at the divine and it changes over time, you're never truly alone, because whatever that is out there, that unconditional source energy and love is constantly flowing to you. And what we do when we go through tough things in life, through traumas, we take that love and we clench it off, because we start to think that we don't deserve it, instead of seeing the traumas as challenges and things to get over, for us to be able to heal, to be on a better vibrational plane, and to not repeat those patterns. Sometimes we can get stuck and we just ruminate in that, and in order to feel right, we'll cut off that source love too and refuse to hear it. So if you can no longer hear the messages of your energetic helpers, those are guides, animal symbolism, angels, Orisha, gods and goddesses and things like that, whatever you connect to, if you do, if you don't. If you can't hear it, or the information is muffled, a lot of times that's because we have cut ourselves off. feel like you have no one or nothing, you always have that source energy flowing to you. And all you have to do is surrender and receive it. You don't have to be at the point where you change anything yet. All you have to say is, I am deserving of this, and I use this to fuel me in the future. And start to go in that path. Start to surrender to that. Start to shower yourself with unconditional love. Always feeling like you gotta prove something. You don't have to prove anything. You getting this unconditional love is unconditional. Unconditional, the meaning of the word, requires you to do nothing. And are you ready to accept that you don't have to do a damn thing to get this unconditional source love? Are you ready to accept that you are valuable enough, that you are highly coveted, that your purpose matters enough for you to receive this energy right now without the need to have to prove anything? That you can let go of that clenching thought and reality of a life that is limited simply because of things that you've experienced in your past and they've already gone. Only you keep it alive. Let it go and let yourself grow into this new vibrational experience. You are ready to flow and float forward. You are ready to receive. You are ready to go in the direction that you need to. So just shifting this power back to you. Stop giving it away to people. Stop giving it away to circumstances. Stop being too afraid of your own light and power. So I'm just sending that back to you. And you know, I rarely send things to you because I don't like people to be energetic hoarders. But I feel as though you need your power back. So begin to feel that in your energy, your spirit, your soul, your body, and shift that through each chakra, each limb, your mind, your feelings, your thoughts, and be at peace with yourself. Now, when you leave, whether it is you are going to sleep or you are going to go do things, you now live with this new experience. You now live with this higher vibrational trajectory. You now live on this new path. So please act like it. Nothing can prevent you from going in the direction that you want to. Only you can. You are the only one strong enough to prevent you. So get out of your own way and get there. Couple breaths here. Few more. Final breath, babies. And release and relax, okay? Release and relax. Release and relax. Release and relax and surrender to your path. Well, loves, I enjoyed this session. I expect to see all of you all living a very bright and vibrant life. I don't care what you think should prevent you from having a brilliant and bright life. All I know is what I feel, which is a very powerful person who needs to live their life out to the fullest. So I cannot coddle or accommodate or enable you to believe that you are broken or wounded beyond repair. You are stronger than everything you've ever experienced. And in this moment and on this path, you're going to go very far. So take a deep breath in, exhale, and get to moving, sweetheart. You are loved infinitely. And I want you to love yourself in the same way that the universe loves you. And I want you to feel your strength in the same way that the universe gives you energy. Okay, baby. love me. I am so grateful to be alive. I love myself. I am so grateful to be alive. Keep saying it. I love myself. I'm so grateful to be alive. I love myself. I am so grateful to be alive. I love myself. I am so grateful to be alive. And take it one step further. Start saying, I celebrate my successes. I celebrate my successes. I love my heart. I love my heart. I love freely, and love flows to me freely. I love freely, and love flows to me. I love freely, and love flows to me freely. I love freely, and love flows to me freely. Only the highest vibrational love enters my energy. Only the highest vibrational love enters my energy. I only send out the highest vibrational love. 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 Okay, so let's just work with this. I'm gonna get some cinnamon for grounding. I always like to tell y'all it's cinnamon because I know what it looks like, but it is. I rest assured, it's hollow. It's cinnamon. Okay. Only that fire. Okay. So let's get you some cinnamon going, and cinnamon is lovely for grounding. Of course, you can use your herb of choice. That is your business. This is my favorite. So we're just gonna take this brush. We're gonna do a little heart. And then we're just gonna work it around your energy so that you feel balanced, loved, grounded. So that you feel balanced, loved, grounded, balanced, loved, grounded, balanced, loved, grounded. And you could just follow that back and forth and just allow the embers to remain lit and just go back and forth there. Okay. It'll eventually go out. Yeah, it's still lit. That's my favorite thing about cinnamon. It's so consistent. And I think a lot of times people are looking for consistency in love. But think about it. It's not dynamic. It's not burning huge. It's not creating all this smoke. It's consistent. And I can feel the warmth too. So this also gives everyone an opportunity to evaluate what is authentic love versus what is dynamic, traumatized thought of love. Because things that burn bright fast burn out quick. So look, still going. It's still self-care all the way. You know, to attract in your life unconditional love or true love or authentic love, you have to be in love with yourself. You have to have unconditional love for yourself. You have to have authentic love for yourself. And a lot of people are looking for something that they're missing, as opposed to being able to attract the energy they already have. Now, let me make it very clear. There is nothing wrong with wanting to have a partner. There's nothing wrong with wanting to have a relationship. I don't want it to be confused by, you gotta be happy, so that means you should be happy alone. No, not at all. I'm simply saying you have to be mindful of your energetic state as you are attracting people into your life. Because if you are in an energetic state of lack, you will attract that same energetic property, and that's the cycle you will be in. But if you are in an energetic state of wholeness, being fulfilled, filled up, you will attract that energy. Now, life hack. How do you know what state you're in? Well, you know, and then you're like, oh, I don't know how to get out of this state. I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it. This is not even mystical or magical. People are attracted to people who like to have fun. People are attracted to people who are carefree. And people are attracted to people who do not want something serious. I know that sounds bad. And you can actually find someone, if you're really at this place in your life where I want something serious, you can find somebody who wants that too. But if you're just on step one, I want you to go out there and have fun. If you're just on step one, I want you to go out there and have fun. I want you to enjoy the energy and the people around you. And when you are building that up, you are bringing the right person closer to you. Someone who would be on that standard or whatever level that you want that person to be on. Now, do not accept the first thing that you see out in these streets just because you're having fun. Don't do that at all. Don't do that. It's just for fun. And then once someone meets that first criteria, you might want to say, oh, okay, how about this over here? Then you take it to another level. Oh, okay, how about that over there? But most importantly, to get out of a lax state when it comes to your heart, just have fun. Be easy, but also do not accept the first thing that comes your way. Don't. The purpose is for fun. And also, if you're in a state where you're like, not worry about that or already got that or something like that, let's work on your heart as a whole, okay? Let's work on making sure your heart is in the vibrational state that it needs to be self-regenerating, to be self-rejuvenating, to be able to do all of that stuff. So just working with the energy right here, expanding it and wrapping it around yourself. Now, I'm going to, for a moment, just disconnect that energy from other people. Not that you're, not that people don't love you anymore, but simply put, you need to be filling yourself up and they need to be filling themselves up too. So as we are disconnecting this energy, the people who genuinely should be in your energy are already rejuvenating and regenerating. So they're going to be able to be around you. But the people who start to act weird or crazy towards you, you're not doing this, you're not doing that for me, those are the people that need to evolve some more, and you got to let them do it on their own. Don't take it on, or it's going to prevent you from getting to where you need to go. So let that go, okay? So just slowly removing that and refocusing this energy on yourself, pouring this beautiful love and wisdom just over you, okay? Just all around, over, under, all around, over, under, all around, over, under. Okay, good job, good job, good job. Let's continue to shift this energy and to work with the energy here. Now, at this time, you might have a feeling of happiness, smile, calmness. I want you to just feel that and accept it and take it in. This is something that you can have access to at any moment. And the way that you can do this within yourself is to celebrate yourself for the littlest shit possible. I am so serious. It don't even have to be big stuff. Celebrate yourself for waking up. I woke up today. I did feel you have incarnated into this experience to accomplish. So we want to make sure that that is clear, cleansed, and being filled up by the self. Remember, you can give to others freely, but it always has to be your overflow. Your cup has to be overflowing. See, oh, okay, this cup is not full, right? So don't pour it out into anybody. But if this cup was flowing all the way over, whatever is flowing over the edges is what you give freely. You don't expect it back because you're filled. But if this is your cup, you're not completely filled up, then you have no business pouring it into anybody else, and you have no business expecting a person with a half full or empty cup to pour into you. Okay, all you gotta do is just work on giving yourself the love, and it is celebrating the littlest things. Oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, I love the way you talk. Oh, I love your energy. Say it to yourself. Don't wait for someone else to say it to you. Say it to yourself. Say it over and over and over and over and over again until you're tired. Say it out loud if you want to too. So let's just make sure this energy is moving. I want you to say it now. You're so smart. You're so talented. You're amazing. I like the way you breathe. Whatever. Because you know, if somebody you like was saying this to you, you'd be like, oh my gosh, they're so dreamy. They're dreamy because they said they like the way you breathe. Okay, well then say it to yourself. I like the way you breathe. So just breathing in and out here. And holding this space for yourself and releasing and relaxing and letting go of anything taking up too much space, anything preventing you from going on to your next evolutionary plane, your next experience, transformation, and adventure. Okay. 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 Got it, got it, got it, got it. Good job. Now just going to the heart. Just smoothing out this energy here, okay? Now I want you to take a moment to just feel the heart. How do you feel there? What's going on? 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 I made it the whole video before I started acting up. What's going on there? Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay. And work through that energy. I'm just going to place my hands energetically on your shoulders to just let the energy fall. Anything that you've been holding on your shoulders, you need to let it go. Just let it free. Let that energy go, okay? Let it go. And just staying in this moment. Staying in this moment. Staying in this moment. And being free. Being balanced. Being one with yourself. Being purposefully driven in the direction that you need to go in. Being free. Being balanced. Being purposefully driven in the direction you need to go in. Being free. Being balanced. Being perfectly driven in the direction you need to go in, and accept that both love and your life purpose is energetically connected to you and will show up or will grow in the way that you need it, and you don't even have to put that much work into it. In this dreaming state, you are going to be connecting with your energetic helpers. Now, I'm not going to say who your energetic helper is. It's different for all of us, but you all love this prayer. And I just go through my energetic helpers, and it really is to open up an opportunity for you to connect with yours. Sometimes it's ancestors, sometimes it's things that you have been, sometimes it's other things. Just really connecting in there and holding a space. And because, you know, if you're new to the community, you know we start out with a prayer. It is not a religious prayer, just a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and bring us together as a community. And because consent matters, do I have your permission to say a prayer? Okay, 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 okay. Also, during this session, feel free to fall asleep. Feel free to fall asleep and just allow it to just Ascended Masters, Master Jesus, Master Buddha, Master Kaduma, Yamanya, Oshun, Mawu, and all the Taras, please connect us to the archangels, spirit guides, animal guides, our lineage, and offer our highest vibrational good only, rooting us down in our individual healing experience and bringing us together as a community. I say all of this in the name of I Am. Ashe. 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 Okay. So let's start with some Reiki symbols. Around your energy. And just take 3 deep breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. One more breath. So I'm just going to work with the energy around you. Okay. And as you're relaxing into this, find your mind opening your energy or your chakras, just being in a state where they can be receptive, and begin to go to your sacred place. Your sacred place is that place that is just for you. It can be whatever, just all your favorite things. You choose who gets to be in the space as well. So just find yourself just kind of lying there. It can be on a beautiful, bed of clouds, or some lovely, 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 lovely soft grass, or beautiful flowing water. It just depends on what you like. You could do whatever you want. And just feeling this very gentle, just, it's a kind of like a little tingly energy that just flows over your head and just goes all the way down. And then just moving this out the way. Now, in the energy in your body, start to connect to the energy around you. Now the energy around you will start to take form, and the form would be your energetic helpers. There's also a category of energetic helpers that aren't explainable. I know we always want to look for the energetic helpers in a lineage or a tradition, but some are just here to help. They don't have any name association, or maybe it's just something you don't know about yet. None of it should cause judgment. All it is just a sense of reception. So what I would say in that case, if you don't know, okay, that's not archangel, that's not a goddess, that's not a ancestor. If you don't know, just describe the energy by its quality, and that's good enough. Okay, so I'm gonna work here on the third eye, and with each moment passing, just allow your energetic vision, the third eye, the brow chakra, to become clearer and clearer. You're starting to see or sense the energy around you, and start to put qualities onto that energy. It could be different, it could be a variety of energy. Feel that energy surrounding you, encompassing you in this beautiful protection, wisdom, nurturing love. Very strong Venus and Cancer vibes of this nurturing and love. And for all y'all who do not know, when Mercury is in retrograde, that is when you are the strongest to go inside. Mercury is the planet of communication. It rules Gemini and Virgo. And with Mercury in one of its native signs of Gemini, that is when you can super amplify your psychic mediumship one of the energetic helpers and start to describe their quality to yourself, okay? I'm just gonna work on the aura and just describe the quality to yourself. How do they feel? Do they have a complex energy? Are they, very feminine, very masculine, very androgynous in energy? Are they nurturing? Are they understanding? Or they just put qualities onto it? It doesn't matter what it is. Just put whatever qualities feels right to you. Beautiful duality that happens often. Or several layers, like you feel it on the first layer, like, ooh, feels like a grandma. But then on another layer, feels like, ooh, a connection in which I can connect on a higher vibrational language. And it's okay. Language doesn't have to always have the words. Any of these kind of mystical, esoteric experiences, language is often very, very limited. Very limited, and that is normal. It's really tough to explain what is going on in here to the fullest level of complexity of what it is. We're always going to be limited by language. The words probably will never be fully invented, and so sometimes you have to move with this energy. I actually call it Pisces energy, because Pisces energy is the type of energy that goes and flows wherever it is. So if the Pisces energy is here, that's where they're at. And if it's here, that's where it's at. And if it's here, that's where it's at. It doesn't matter if it was just only 24 hours. They will make the best out of each moment and be okay, make peace with the fact that it's like shoo, 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 shoo. Virgo energy be like, figure that out, friend. And there's something to learn with every little piece of that, where it's long term. You want Virgo energy. Everyone, for the sake of their mental, emotional health, and energetic health, wants balance. But life often gives us Pisces energy. Pisces energy is, how do we merge into the middle ground, right? And those are astrological opposites. So, going into the heart, and let's just connect with any ancestors, lineage. It can be past loved ones. It can be those down. It can be those down your lineage, your family, things like that. And just see this protection over you. Just guidance, wisdom, love, and balance. Guidance, wisdom, love, and balance. Guidance, wisdom, love, and balance. And just allow that to feel up your heart chakra, okay? Now, taking it back into the third eye, opening up the crown a little bit. What we're gonna do here is just receive a download of information. A download is just a word that you hear in the esoteric community, the mystical community, that just means communication. But the best way, the reason why people call it a download is because oftentimes the information comes unwarranted, and it just feels like a download. It's information that you shouldn't know, but it just comes. And that is a beautiful opportunity to connect with your energetic helpers, okay? Okay. So, just placing right there on your crown, just an opening, and allow the energy to flow in. Almost see as if the energetic helpers could just, place their hands on top and just push the energy down. Now, the information is for the highest vibrational good only. So if there's a moment here where you have a question that you've been kind of working through in life, perfect time to do this. Open up in this area. Open up in this area. Open up in this this moment of all of those times that you may have received messages that are just like, that's interesting, that's wow, that's wild, how did that happen? That is the energetic outburst. And if you actually know who they are, then you can say the name, but that's the energetic outburst connecting with you on that kind of level, that kind of level, that kind of level, that kind of level, okay? Now, let's just get your dreams to just flow. Now, whatever it is that came up during the session, take it and allow it to continue to unfold in the dreams. Okay? Just taking any of the limitations we feel in our waking state and bringing them into a dreaming state that is higher vibrationally, that is rooted in kindness, love, peace, understanding, and just removing any layers from the experience as you connect on a deeper level in a dream state, 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 in a dream state. Just allow it to be. Allow it to be. Allow it to be. Allow the mind to melt and just flowing with your energy. Become that energy in that dream state. Flow and go wherever it is you want to go. Into the clouds, on the water, beautiful nature, whatever that is for you. Allow that dream state to be. 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 And just continue to breathe into it. Continue to breathe into it. Continue to breathe into this dreaming state. Dreaming, 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 and having the energetic outbursts around you, placing the energy on you of protection, love, and nurturing, just this little bit of recalibrating, recalibrating the experience, making sure that you are on the path that you should be on, making sure that you have everything that you need, making sure that these shifts happened in the best way for you. Okay. Beautiful. Now, just rest the eyes as the little raindrops flow all over the energy. Allow yourself to be at ease and at peace. At ease and at peace. And at ease and at peace. This is almost a very lovely karmic moment too. Who were you before? Where did you feel like you're from, energetically speaking? And for those who are like, what? Don't worry about it. Just rest the eyes. Or reconnect with the soul, reconnect with who you are. What makes you you? Why you were born into this experience? What business you have to do? What is the business you have to do here? Why have you been the lucky one to be incarnated into this experience? You are loved. You are understood. You are forgiven. Sometimes we all need to give ourselves a little bit of forgiveness. How many times do we all carry around shame or baggage or just the past? The past, 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 and we just need some lovely forgiveness. Some soul forgiveness. And just be sweet to ourselves. Relax in the moment. In this beautiful moment. In this beautiful moment. How do you feel? 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 Do you have this sleep come over you? Just to go to sleep. Just feeling like this restfulness, this sleepiness just fills the energy and fills your essence, your soul, your experience of just going to sleep. Going to sleep, going to sleep, going is where it needs to be for you to be free. Everything is where it needs to be for you to be free. Everything is where it needs to be for you to be free. Everything is where it needs to be for you to be free. Everything is where it needs to be for you to be free. Everything is where it needs to be for you to be free. Everything is where it needs to be for you to be free. Everything is where it needs to be for you to be free. Everything is where it needs to be for you to be free. Everything is where it needs to be for you to be free. Everything is where it needs to be for you to be free. Everything is where it needs to be for you to be free. Everything is where it needs to be for you to be free. Everything is where it needs to be for you to be free. Everything, 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 everything is where it needs to be for you to be free. Everything is where it needs to be for you to be free. Everything is where it needs to be for you to be free. Everything is where it needs to be for you to be free. Everything is where it needs to be for you to be free. Everything is where it needs to be for you to be free. Everything is where it needs to be for you to be free. Everything is where it needs to be for you to be free. Everything is where it needs to be for you to be free. Everything is where it needs to be for you to be free. Everything is where it needs to be for you to be free. Everything is where it needs to be for you to be free. Everything is where it needs to be for you to be free. Flowing into your dreams. Flowing into your dreams. Flowing, flowing, flowing into your dreams. Allow yourself to flow into your dreams. Allow yourself to be in your dreams. And just go on the adventure. Go on the journey. Connect with the path. And know that you are so valuable. So lovely, 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 so valuable. So lovely, so lovely, so lovely, so lovely, so lovely, so lovely, so valuable. So lovely, 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 so valuable. Finally find the dreams you have been looking for. Finally find the dreams that you have been looking for. Finally find the dreams you have been looking for. 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 Finally find the dreams that you have been looking for. Connecting, 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 connecting with yourself, with the heart, and with the energy you are flowing, 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 flowing forward. Well, family, you did a fantastic job. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful sleep healing session and that you rest for the rest of the night. Okay, go back to this. Just breathing in and out, letting go of any emotional, mental, energetic, spiritual, whatever baggage, past baggage, and we're gonna remove it and let it go. Releasing it onto its next vibrational path to go on and do whatever the fuck it needs to do, but not mess with you. So let's move that through and take space here for you. So just going to go around your energy here and pay attention to how you feel and what comes up for you, because there'll be certain areas or certain themes that retrograde is in your season, because out of all the signs, babies, you know y'all are the easiest to get along with to a fault sometimes. And this is the one time where everything is discombobulated. All your Libra friends are angry. So that must mean all your Aries friends are nice. Astrology joke, sorry. I'm gonna keep moving through this and shifting the energy. I think I've been doing pretty well. My moon is in Libra, but that's because that's what I think. I wonder how others see me. They might see me as like I'm just going crazy, like I don't think so though. Got it. Shifting this energy. You know what it is? I think my patience might be like just I got this much patience right now for people, even though I love people, but sometimes I do. It's just like I had to go get some new tires on my car, and before the salesperson could even get off the phone, they were like, we're not going to be able to get you till next week. And I was like, well, guess this isn't going to work. And they were like, well, but did you click next I just don't have the patience right now. It's like, oh nope, we don't need to haggle back and forth. I know exactly the day I need to get this done. And that's what I mean when I have little patience. So let's move this energy back and forth. We're shifting through these different vibrational currents to the direction that you need. And removing any baggage, anything that feels like it's out of place, and just shift that energy and just make it easy for you to go to sleep without any extra baggage, any extra stuff. Just moving that through. And if you can, visualizing something sweet and balanced for you, and just moving and shifting through that energy as best as you can, without any judgment, without any doubts, without any, trying to be something you're not, okay? Just whomever you are in this moment, just be that. And you don't have to do anything else except just show up as yourself. So I'm going to just start to shift some of this energy out, and I'm just going to be a little bit more aggressive with it by just moving it on out. And just inhaling and exhaling here. No judgment, just full body acceptance and patience for yourself along your journey. I'm just gonna move that, just going here and there. I will say, what a sweet, sweet energy that you have. And I hope that it's easy for you to go to sleep tonight, and that you don't have any trouble closing your eyes and relaxing. At the end of the session, I'm always talking about, wash your hands and not touching your face. But I will also say, your nighttime routine is important. Like, you should wash your face, with your cleansers and moisturizers and treatment of choice, as well as you should moisturize your lips. I usually use chapstick. I feel like lip gloss. I mean, like I'm going to the club in a bed. Club mattress, DJ pillow. Sorry. Relaxing. For me, I like to just have a nice little pineapple. face the world as your beautiful selves, as your beautiful, 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 beautiful selves. Making sure you always have patience for yourself. You always have the sweetest of dreams, and relaxing in this moment of who you are without any doubts. Your inner peace, inner balance, safety, and relaxation is of the top priority for your sessions. So make sure that you have that for yourself. Let's move through this energy still. Just being patient and being sweet and being balanced. Now just working through that, and I'm just going to move the energy down the chakra. Just relax and release it. Just balancing you on your journey here. Releasing any baggage that might be previous karma that we just gotta let go. And I want to just have a conversation with you very quickly about toxic loyalty. Toxic loyalty is something that you see come up most often in families, where you hold on to a certain set of dynamics simply because that's how it's always been. I will say that you can see it in love too. That one's a little bit tougher because you're like, everybody's stupid in love. What you won't do, you'll do for love. So it's there too, and you can see it as well in your friendships. So I want you to be very mindful during this time, especially during this period of time, to pay attention to your toxic loyalties, because that's what's going to come into the forefront for you to address, to release, and to let it go. So what I'm specifically speaking of is, if there's any time that you are enabling people, or people are enabling you, or there's just a dynamic that doesn't feel right, but you've always kind of just dealt with it, this is a time where it's coming up to come out, to be released. So if you're experiencing it more in your life right now, it's not because you're somehow worse or something like crazy as happens. It's just the ebb and flow of the universe, how things work. They come up, right? You see your dirty laundry, it starts to pile up when you had one pair of drawers or like a dirty shirt. You didn't really notice it, but when all your clothes is dirty, you start to notice that there's just this mountain of dirty clothes. That's what these periods of time gives us an opportunity to do, to go analyze all of that stuff as it comes up in our life. So that's what you should do. Go and analyze those things. And by analyzing them, it doesn't have to be a deep mental pursuit. Honestly, it can just be letting go, letting go and letting it flow, and not judging anything that has to do with what's going on. And let's just remove it out of your energy field and reduce and release and relax that energy. Reduce and release and relax that energy. Reduce, release, and relax that energy. I'm going to focus on you. Just bringing balance into your energy here. I'm rubbing my hands to create this friction and this force of power in order to better initiate that healing response within you. So just smoothing through the different chakras here, smoothing through your energy, being light to the touch, being very patient, and just working with this energy. You all tell me you like this too. This doesn't really do anything, but I mean you like it, so I'll just do it. Little face massage. So I'm just moving that around and that energy through and relaxing. And if you're interested in becoming a Reiki practitioner, I do have courses that are open, certification programs, and you can use the link in the description. Just move this through. Okay. Got it. Got it. Oh gosh, I got so many problems. Things will feel dissonant, which is completely okay, but you do not have to lose your internal balance. You just don't. You don't. Now, I have a lot of like self time, so I don't have to go back and forth with other people's energy, but I can definitely sympathize with those who are constantly surrounded by people, and you're not just taking on your stuff, but you're taking on other people's stuff too. Completely and totally understand. This might be a tougher challenge, but one worth facing, because you can do it. You can get to the other side of this. Just keep the inside peaceful and balanced. And just do that by taking your time, releasing any judgment that you may have about what you have experienced or what you are experiencing, and releasing that and just letting that be. So bringing this further down to sleep and just resting you in this space. Okay. Dear Mother, Father, God, and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest intentions and validate information from our highest self only. Please release what needs to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I Am. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Okay. So, starting here, I'm just going to go through some Reiki symbols. Going to go to the root, do a little bit of scanning, cleansing, clearing, whatever comes up. And you know what we do, we just chit-chat sometimes, or whatever comes up to bring this higher experience of healing. Okay, so just breathing in here. So just kind of working through the crown, third eye, the throat, the heart, the solar plexus, the sacrum, and now to the root. Okay. When it comes to the root, you can just allow your body to remain flat, feet on the ground, or whatever is comfortable and accessible to you in the moment. What you want to do is you want there to be a rooting sensation, rooting as in like a tree, rooting. And you're rooting to the center of the earth, energetically speaking. It's actually very fascinating because the roots of a tree mirrors our nervous system, the way that it kind of flows down. It also mirrors our representation of our ancestors and the connection of the tree. Okay, so here it is that everything is interconnected and all of these things. Now feel free to think whatever it is you want to think or believe in, whatever you want to believe. I tell you all the time that is your job to figure that out. I'm just here to facilitate a space of healing, to hold an openness and inclusive environment, and to bring you love and hugs and kisses. So, just allowing this cool sensation to just flow down the limbs, specifically the hips, all the way down. And if you want to, you can actually place your hands on your legs or on that root chakra, on the actual spine itself. Okay. So I'm just going to do some scanning. And when I do collective scanning, it is more about the collective explain it in like astrology is like when you start looking at the outer planets and it becomes generational patterns rather than individual unique patterns because it's so far away. This is more of what are we experiencing as a collective, because we've had a lot of fiery Leo energy going on, and I'm for it, but sometimes that can bring conflict, sometimes that can bring clashes, sometimes that can be like, so let's just look into that. So just breathing in and out here, okay? Feeling safe in this space, safe in this body, and just repeat that to yourself. I feel safe in this space. I feel safe in this body. I feel safe in this space. I feel safe in this body. Just repeat it. I feel safe in this space. I feel safe in this body. I feel safe in this space. I feel safe in this body. I feel safe in this space. I feel safe in this body. I feel safe in this space. I feel safe in this body. A couple more times. I feel safe in this space. I feel safe in this body. I feel safe in this space. I feel safe in this body. Final time. I feel safe in this space. I feel safe in this body. So, collectively, the energy is rightfully so about power. And I think one thing that really is interesting is this sense of body autonomy, meaning it can be just the right to get up and say, this is how I want to live my life, or this is what I want to do to chase this dream or this passion or this goal, and to physically have your physical body, which is a lot of that root chakra related things, to be able to be the best vessel for you as you walk through life. Now, first and foremost, you gotta feed it right, okay? You gotta feed it really, really right. And what that means is that you gotta be getting your veggies, you gotta be getting your fruits, you gotta be getting all of this beautiful stuff within you so that you can be able to process and regulate your systems in the best way possible, okay? Got it. So I'm just going to move this down and just connect in with your heartbeat. So this is something in which the root and the heart is going to connect together, okay? Just breathing in and out, in and out, in and out. Again, going as slow or as fast as you would like to go. Just in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Now, when it comes to the root chakra, crystals are typically dark crystals, or let me give you actual examples like jet, which is me, jet, tourmaline, obsidian, hematite. These are hematite. We'll put that on the side, okay? Because not everybody with hematite, but those are examples. Also, these red, deep burgundy color stones, like jaspers, can be very connected to the root chakra. So you can carry these stones around, but I always talk about accessibility. So if you do not have access to these things, for whatever reason, you can use the energy that you have within yourself, because it has everything to do with your security, you know, your home. Do you have adequate housing, an adequate place to live? Do you feel safe, emotionally safe? Do you feel like you have the support system that you need? Basically, everything that you need, a seed needs to grow. You know, you need to have that right soil and fertilizer and sun and that kind of stuff. And you need to have that, and this is what this root is. So let's go ahead and begin to clear out any obstacles as you are continuing to breathe in and out from the path. Now, some of these are karmic, some of them are generational, some of them belong to other people, and you know, we love somebody so much we want to take on their just surrendering to that, surrendering to the fact that you don't have to know everything. It doesn't have to be super clear, but just continue to connect with your heartbeat and breathing in and out, finding more and more courage as you enter the space to release and let go all of those things that are no longer serving you and just not for your highest vibrational good, okay? So just removing that from the root. And as you exhale, let something go. As you're breathing in, you're filling up. As you're exhaling, you're letting something go. I've talked about this before. It's called emotionally or energetically hoarding, where I will see people want to go and do manifestation work and they don't want to do no shadow work. Well, if you don't clear things out, you want to manifest something in, it just becomes another problem. You're not going to be able to be balanced emotionally. You're not going to be balanced physically. You're not going to be able to get the most out of the opportunity if that is something that is constantly happening. You know, like you're just bringing things in without letting things go. And sometimes it's a little scary to let things go simply because it's just a new pattern. But you gotta learn how to do it, sweetheart. That is the best way to get yourself on the path that you need to go. You know, we're all like leaping and jumping into things, and rightfully so. Sometimes we stay stuck in certain areas for quite a while. It is completely normal. But a lot of times when you go through these lessons, especially root chakra lessons, they give you an opportunity to go to another level. But you also have to understand that sometimes you can't take the life you used to have into the life you're growing into. It's just different. And I don't think anything is wrong with that. So just giving a moment here, breathing in and out, and letting go of the need for control. Because true power is not micromanaging. True power is just going and flowing with your path and using the universe to just light your way, or whatever it is that you believe in or don't believe in. That's your business. That has nothing to do with me. Okay, nothing to do with me. You know, the religious path, or ultimately what it is, under an undercurrent for, which is the spiritual path, is something that you have to decide. You have to go out and you have to do, your research, and do. Some of the best advice I ever got. So breathing in and out into this, freeing and letting go of old stuff, past stuff, patterns, very much so earth element-esque things, the patterns of the things that we do. So letting it go. There are new ways of doing things to explore. You want your power to just be light and airy and floating. You don't want it to be heavy, because then you gotta knock things over. When it's light and airy, you can just float above shit. It doesn't matter. So we're gonna take all of this stuff, remove it from your energy, putting it all over your body, and just shift, and be shifty. Now, I have been enjoying reading you all's diary posts. They are so freaking cute. I really appreciate that. And learning about you. It's always interesting to learn about you and what you're going through. And I'm so proud of you for showing up each and every day and, working on yourself or reflecting. And I'm the main one to tell you, it does not have to be lilies and butterflies all the fucking time. It really does not. Just the fact that you get up and you make a decision to reflect, to love yourself, to have a good cry, to express yourself, maybe something that was built up and you need to let it go. The fact that you just showed up for yourself, that's good enough. It really is good enough. I'm enjoying that. I'm looking out and seeing more and more value on mental health support, energetic health, wellness in general. And I think that helps us as a society just showing up each and every day. Y'all saw me in June and July. I was like, so life just gonna throw this too. Okay. And sometimes it be like that. And that is okay. Don't even worry about it. It's life. The older I get, the more that it's just like, it happens, you know? And it's good too. You know, when I was younger, I feel like I made the mistake of always thinking that when something is for you, it's supposed to happen in a really good, you know, fun, positive way. Sometimes things happen like very easily. Sometimes it requires a little effort. Sometimes it requires a lot of effort. And it just depends on, are you chasing what you want? Because sometimes I used to accept things that just showed up, even if it wasn't what I wanted. Not like something new and refreshing and like, oh, I didn't know I wanted that, but things that I didn't want and I just accepted it because it showed up. Sweetheart, that is a no-no. You know, that is a no. I'm telling you right now, you don't have to do it. You're probably going to do it, but you don't have to do it. Just be okay living in your body and, you know, with this feeling of power. You are enough. You are beautiful enough. You are perfect enough. You are smart enough. You are driven enough. You are lucky enough. You are, did I already say motivated? Motivated enough. You are connected enough. Even if you feel like you're not, you are. Just the fact that you have something within you that you want to do and you see it in front of you. It doesn't matter if you have a road there, okay? Who cares? It'll show up. Just follow your energy with that energy. You know, I am enough, I am enough. And you can say it to yourself when you get up in the morning. I am enough. I'm smart enough. I'm driven enough. I'm intelligent enough. I'm beautiful enough. I'm, you know, all of that stuff. I'm sexy enough. The older I get, I become sexy enough. Just because it's a vibe, you know. Kind of have your own vibe. But whatever that is, just knowing that you are enough of it and that you can't look outside of yourself for that. You always have to look inside here, because the way that people treat you outside of you is a reflection of how you treat and model yourself inside and to other people. So make sure that you are treating yourself right first. No one should treat you better than you treat yourself. And I'm not just talking about really strange enabling and things like you just have like this addiction or that addiction and you don't want to face something, so you're just like, you know, spoiling yourself with things. I mean more of like, you show up for yourself and you say, hey, I believe in you. You might be afraid to do something, afraid to show up, afraid to step into something new. And just all I gotta say is, I believe in you. It's okay to be afraid. I'm gonna hold your hand. Or it's okay to, you know, take a day off. Take your day off. We'll figure it out tomorrow. This is literally how I talk to myself. I parent myself every day. Why? Why not? Well, family, what I'm going to do is I'm going to smooth over your aura. And I'm going to seal you with the sign of the infinity. And I hope you enjoyed this session today. We're going to go through all 7 of the chakras. Specifically focusing on this no fear and just you stepping into your power, you know, and you knowing that you are powerful already. And it's more of like an acceptance